You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown encouraging you to listen to Raven, the talk show maven. She will bring out your greatness. She will motivate you and inspire you to live your dreams rather than your fears. If you would like to learn how to do talk shows or interviews, make sure you call on Raven, the talk show maven. Why? Because she knows it. She can teach you the ropes. She can bring out your personality. She will teach you the things that you need to know that will accelerate your success. Make sure you call on her, Raven, the talk show maven. If you want to learn how to do a talk show or interview people and all the things you need to do to become successful. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, come on, Rose. One more time. Got my CBT outside. Yeah. One more time. Sucker free girls. Emergency, call a doctor. Call a doctor. Oh, yeah. Call a doctor. Emergency, girl. Oh, yeah. Say what? I said, spring girl. Oh, yeah. Spring, oh, yeah. Come on, one more time. Spring, baby. Oh, yeah. Girl, in the valley, in the belly of the beast.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, 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 hey!
Live from Los Angeles, the entertainment capital of the world, it's the Talk Show Maven Tonight Show. Starring award-winning talk show host and the recipient of the 2017 President's Lifetime Achievement Award, Raven Blair Glover. Tonight's guests are actor, stuntman, music producer. I'm talking about the one and only D'Andre Coolidge. Plus, they call him the Resilience Implementer. He's a professional speaker and international radio host, Sean Douglas. And now, we invite you to sit back, relax, kick your shoes off, grab your favorite drink, and get ready to have some all-around fun. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Raven.
Uh-oh, let me just cut my mic back on. There you go. So welcome to the show. We're so glad that you are here. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's been great. I'm doing some technical stuff as usual, so bear with me. There we go. Hey, every Thursday we meet here and we have fun. We get educated. We do a little entertainment, and we always have super duper guests just for you. So I am so glad that you are here. smooches and kisses to you. I want to send out hugs to all of those that I know that are going through illnesses and sickness and, family members, them, prayers goes out to you. We always like to start our show out with that. We recently lost a host. Her name was Fana Hodel. So we missed her. I should say we lost her. So we want to definitely send out love and hugs to our friend Fana Hodel, who is also a radio host at the Amazing Women of Power Network. And a shout out to her friends. And wow, it's been a tough week. But moving forward, we're just here to honor you tonight for coming on board and having fun and being ready to, relax. I say this is the time to kind of, you can't see me, but I'm kicking up my feet. I usually have a little something to drink. What am I drinking today? Subway. Trying to stay away from the liquor, but you're welcome to drink anything you want. I say, come in your pajamas, come as you are, come and have fun, because it's the Tonight Show, baby. Yes, it is. And we have some phenomenal guests as usual. And I want to tell you about them. So let me tell you about our first guest, who I happened to meet him on the red carpet a few weeks ago. And I was asked to cover an event, and it was relating to music, and they were having contests and stuff. And I got a chance to meet D'Andre, and he gave me his CD. And I have it right here. And we connected. And I said, you know what? You got to be on the show. You just got to be on the show. So let me tell you a little bit about him as I get out his CD. You got a chance to hear a little bit of his music, but we're going to talk about that. Let me just show you what I have right here so that you can see it. 1 second there. There we go. So here is what I got from him. Yay! Yay. And I'm excited to bring him on. Let me tell you about him. He is our first featured guest. He's an actor. He's a stuntman. He's a music producer. His name is D'Andre Coolidge. And he has experienced so many areas of aspect in his life, from playing professional ball to working on Capitol Hill. Oh my God, in his early years. And to his most recent years of acting and producing. D'Andre enjoys reaching out to others who are in need. I was checking out some things on his Facebook page, and he's really doing things for homeless and working positive with children. His current motto is increase the peace. I love that. Increase the peace and stop the violence and put unity back into the community. I mean, isn't this right on point? Isn't this what you guys feel? I feel the same way, D'Andre. I really do. I'm going to bring you on now and unmute your camera and mic. So come on and join us. There he is. Isn't he handsome?
Hey, hello there. How you doing there, Raven?
I am doing great. It's good to have you on the Tonight Show.
Oh, it's just so good to be here.
Well, when I met you at the event, I don't know why I'm going blank at Terry's event. I cannot think of it. That's the thing about when you get older, you kind of forget everything. But anyway, it was a great event. And I met you and I loved your spirit and I love your boldness, when you were talking to me about your music and we talked about you being on the show. And the reason that stood out to me is because when I teach my clients that I'm teaching on, showing them how to live stream and podcast and mainly get out and interview top experts like yourself, I tell them that you have to step into your boldness. D'Andre, what you got to say about that, man? What you got to say about boldness and stepping into it? Huh?
I gotta say, you right on point with that. You gotta be in the pocket with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta when it comes your way, you gotta be ready. It's all not about getting ready, just staying ready.
Oh, not just getting ready, staying ready. Yeah, I like that. Let me tell you why. Because so many times I think we are in the getting ready mode. I got to clean off my desk. I got to go buy a suit. I got to polish up my instruments. I gotta. And we're getting ready to get ready. And we never get ready. What's up with that?
That's right, see?
And I know in your industry, you have to stay on top, right?
Oh yeah, right on, just right on point all the time. You know, people really thinking that it's easy. It takes a lot of sacrifice and dedication and hard work and a lot of rejection. And you just have to just stay in spirit and keep your faith. And that's what I tell a lot of young artists. And that's how I think. That's how you made it this far.
Yeah. Yeah, keep the faith and stay in the game. You got to be in the game to win it and not just be on the benches. So let's talk about that. I mean, you know, I was reading about your bio talking about your early days in Capitol Hill. I got to ask you, what did you do there?
I was a research assistant on Capitol Hill for a couple of congressmen, one John Conyers of Detroit and William Clay of St. Louis, Missouri. It was a really good, very informative study in the 96 Congress. At that time, the process in finalizing the Martin Luther King bill. And one of my roles on Capitol Hill was to research everything out and naming of the malls, naming of the streets which you write down today. Which it was a very, very positive. Got a chance to meet some really influential on the bill.
Now, okay, so and then you played ball. I mean, which did you do first? Did you play ball first before then, or what?
Yeah, I played ball first before then. I was a pretty good ball player. I was, I played football, basketball, baseball. You know, I was an athlete of the year. Played a lot of sports, multiple dual scholarships to different. And I got a chance to play a little bit in the NFL. Injury kind of shortened me. Playing. Most guys playing. I injured myself up. And I realized I was pushing my body. So that's when I chose music. Always was into the music. That's when I went on the Capitol Hill. On the hill itself.
So that you always had a love for the music, for sure. Okay, so you got I'm looking at this D'Andre Coolidge. This is your latest one, right?
That is correct.
And I love the bandana. I guess that's what you call it on your head and stuff. That's pretty cool. So tell us about this new song. What is it? What did you base it around?
Well, I have three songs on the CD. You know, first song is CVT, and the CVT song is basically about keeping your faith, staying within your lane, which is a really popular song. I have Sky singing on the backtracks of it. You know, a lot of play, and then I had some you were listening to earlier, and that's like a combination of funk, R&B, hip hop, a bit of soul in there, and it goes in there, and into the new school, like a new jazz thing. And I have a third song, Hollywood. So I have two major rappers on there, which is T.M. and I have Shay, and I have Jazz on the track. So it's Hollywood. That song relates coming all over here, coming to Hollywood.
Oh, okay. Awesome. All right. So for those aspiring singers and out there, musicians out there, actors out there, what kind of advice and insight can you pass on to them? You know, I mean, you know, because I'm a big believer in telling people to think big and even dream bigger than what they ever imagined. So just like to get your insight from someone that's, you know, stuntman, an actor, you know, you sing and all the stuff that you do. You know, it's not an easy path. It's one that we all want to have because of the glitz and glamour, but you and I both know there's a lot of work behind that. So what kind of insider secrets can you share with the aspiring people out there that want to be celebrities in their own right, like you?
I'll check you out. That's one thing I would have to say is you have to discipline yourself. A lot of sacrifice and a lot of focus, and a lot has to come within your spiritual within, and that's most important to me right now. Is staying in spirit. Once you stay in spirit and have God in your life, you can always accomplish even things the obstacles in your way that you think you can overcome. But if you stay focused, you will be on the right track. But I said sacrifice a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Things that you do each day, you have to improve. You have to always look in the mirror and tell yourself what I did today, what I did tomorrow, make a person.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can't be afraid, like you said, to be bold. And we got to be persistent, in our journey. Wouldn't you agree? We can't just give up, and persistent and consistent. A little bit of both of that, right?
That's right, because I feel like everybody's a star in their own world, and I feel like persistence is one determines who makes it and who doesn't. Has a lot to do.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to flash some pictures, and we're going to jump into some fun now. And I want you to tell me about this because I have my creation, my fedora wraps, and we're actually starting the men's line. So when I seen this picture, I'm like, oh, there they go, there they go.
Oh my God!
Tell me about that one.
That's just a lot of homies. A lot of those guys I played sports with back in high school, believe it or not, and we were all kind of gathered. A friend of ours who had just kind of like passed, and we would want to show our respect. And I hadn't seen some of these guys in high school.
Wow. Yeah, well, it looks like you guys are having fun, and I can tell that there's a definite bond. But I love those fedoras for sure, because I'm a fedora.
You know, it's so weird. I really look at this picture, and in that picture, you have all type of guys. You got some DAs in there. You got some probation officers. You got police officers. You got ex-military guys there. You got businessmen there. You got small there. They just you look at them, you're like, oh, those boys were good.
Yeah, a little mixture for sure. Okay, so, and I know you have love for kids, and you can't see too many there. Now, are you like a coach with them, or what do you play? Or are these your kids, or?
Yeah, I love kids. I work with an organization, Futuristic Kids, and basically I'm always involved with kids. I've always been involved with kids. Even when I was growing up, I was a kid myself, because if I didn't have a hand out like I had, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So I believe in kids all the time. This is right here is when I was to drive across country with The Walking Dead bus, and
The Walking Dead bus.
opportunity to stop off and wave and be with the kids, because it was a walking masterpiece. Everybody was coming there with woodworks just to come up and just to be a part of that. And those kids in the background, believe it or not, those are orphan kids. I mean, all of them are orphan.
Oh, okay.
I just had to reach out and to stop it. No, let's stop the bus. And we gotta do this. And I went out there.
And that was awesome.
For them, and they just really loved it.
That's so awesome. I love the fact that you give back. And because we can have fun and we can live our dreams, but any opportunity that feels right to us, because I don't believe everybody's meant to do everything, but if something feels right to us, we should do our part in making a difference and definitely paying it forward. So congratulations on just giving back and taking our time to have some fun too with the homeboys, with the fedoras.
Oh,
yeah. So share with us something that a lot of people don't know about Mr. D'Andre Coolidge. I don't care if it's your favorite sport or you collect baseball cards. Tell us something interesting that a lot of people don't know. And they heard it first right here on the Talk Show Maven Tonight show.
All right, I like that, Raven. I do. One thing I really enjoy doing that people don't know is, like, I really like you say, giving back. I have a lot of respect for kids and women throughout the world, and also I believe in giving back. I go to the shelter. I go and I sit down and I talk. And they all, talk those stories with me. And then when I'm not doing that on my spare time, when I'm not on the set, also I take my time out and I give to the homeless. A lot of times I'm on my own pocket, and now a lot of the production people that I know in the show, they know what I stand for. We have a lot of extra food. And they say, hey, give it to D'Andre. I didn't know. Sure enough, I take that food. Even throughout the parts of Los Angeles, the homeless, and that's anything in return for that, because it's a blessing that I know I get. I'm not asking. If one guy asked me the last time I had a bunch of show I worked on, and it was fresh. Man, what are you doing this? And I go, hey, I'm doing it for my. I mean, I can hear the guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and because I know that I know that look in the eye, I see the day, and I really appreciate doing that. I just thank God I'm in the position. I'm able to do that.
Awesome, man. I got to give you. Yes. Yeah, we're talking to D'Andre Coolidge, and actor, stuntman. I mean, singer. Are you a musician too? You playing the instruments?
Yeah, I play a little bit. I play a little guitar, a little drums, a little bass.
Oh, all right.
I got my boys be helping me out, and they be throwing down. I got some awesome musicians behind me.
Oh, wow. It's none of these guys here, huh?
None of those guys. They're behind me, not a different way, in a whole different way.
That's a support team for sure. So let's talk a little bit more about your acting. Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about your acting and some of the things you've done, because you've worked with some great actors. You work with some great artists. Kind of share a little bit. Take us down the path of some of the things you did. Feel free to mention any shows or anything that we may be familiar with, and definitely some of the people that you've been blessed to collaborate and work with.
Oh yeah, I've had a lot of opportunities that came my way. That's a blessing. My first show I ever worked on, I worked with Whoopi Goldberg. She was so amazing. At the time, I was still living in Berkeley after I come back working on Capitol Hill, and she lived right down. Sure, just from a zero to a hero. After I opportunity to work on Berkeley. And I was opportunity personal assistant, and I had opportunity to do the first personal stunts without getting paid as a stunt man. But I got to learn the business, because from then on I had opportunity again to work at a couple other movies. Crazy Lack of Fox as an actor, and it was really blessing. And then when Bill Cosby came into town, we did Leonard Part 6. One of the stunt guys went down. The opportunity, they knew about my background, that was really really. And I worked with Sigourney Weaver, and it was like,
oh wow.
It was called Copycat. That was my first on-screen acting with Sigourney Weaver, and I played a TV sound man, and that was a really nice movie. That I had an opportunity.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, and then I bet.
I mean, she's a classic. Mm-hmm.
And I had an opportunity to work on another movie. It's called The Principal with Lou Gossett and Jim Belushi, and that was another movie that I had an opportunity to work on. And then from then on, things just started escalating. I got the opportunity. Voted me on the Screen Actor Guild committee. I was like, really. I had guys up there that really liked it. Then from another show that I did down here that was called Cellular, Kim Basinger. Worked on Hostage with Bruce Willis as a SWAT guy, and then after another TV show was Century City, and I played a jury foreman in that. So, and throughout I've been doing stuff work about different shows, So that's kind of like a synopsis of what I've been doing. I just recently worked on.
That's awesome.
I played a SWAT guy, and I played a gangster in a film that the pilot that right now is in the process of being developed. So that's kind of
wow. You've done a lot. You have definitely done a lot. We've had the blessings of interviewing Lou Gossett Jr. He's a great person. I love him. He's really good, really heartwarming person. He's another one that likes to give back too. Really does. He really likes to give back for sure. You brought something up a minute ago that I want to briefly talk about. You were talking about your stuntman, and you were also sharing with us that you didn't get paid for that one. And let me tell you why that stood out to me, because I know for a fact that sometimes we have to do things to be able to launch into our journey, our dream, and what we really are going after. And we can't always think about money. We got to think about, hey, this is an opportunity. It feels good. Everything in me is saying go for it. And a lot of times it's not about the money, but it's about, okay, you asked for this. The universe says, here it is. And you're either going to go for it or not. So thank you for sharing that, because I think that's important. And I'd like to get your thoughts about it, because, should we take risks? Should we do things that not necessarily we're going to get paid for, but we get paid for it along the way, or, in our journey somehow, if nothing else, but get another opportunity that is paid for.
That is
right?
That is so true. That is so true. When we collaborate on that, I would love to collaborate on that. When I first came down here, I was kind of like getting my feet wet down in Southern California. I was pretty established in the Bay Area. When I came down here, it was like almost starting over again. So I had an opportunity to work with Chip and Irvin, and worked on the music. And that's why I had an opportunity to meet Harvey and Mary and Jay Anthony, and all of Tyler Perry's movies. And at that time, I was just because I was trying to get to know more people, contacts. Plus, I'm the type of guy. You're gonna get out. I don't care if you get paid or not. Some things you have to sacrifice for. I know in the long run. Put it back in the long run, and I'll be honest, it all times for the hardest guys in the business, and I am. I mean, I work. Last night I just worked 19 hours. I worked 12. I worked 12. I mean, I just stack them up because just with love for the business. If you see me on the set, I'm always gonna be that's that guy right there, looking for me and that's what I love. I get back from me.
Absolutely. Well, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna come back, wrap it up, and give you a few minutes to talk about your song and tell people how they can find you. And then coming up, we got the Sean Douglas, so you don't want to miss him. You are tuned in to the Talk Show Maven Tonight show. I'm Raven Blair Glover, known by many as Raven, the Talk Show Maven, and I help people like you, and you unleash the power of your voice and your heartfelt message and bring it to a powerful live stream platform, radio, podcast, tell us something. Just bring it out and get your message out to the world. We don't need an FCC license. You can be free to be you. I'm free to be me. And then sprinkle it with some amazing interviews like this. I'm out to change the world one interview at a time. Oh, yeah. We're going to be back right after this quick commercial break. And this is D'Andre Coolidge. And friend, we're going to come back and spend a little bit more time with him. And then we're going to bring on my good friend, Sean Douglas. So you guys hold on a second. Let me just pull this video up. And you'll be on camera, too. I'm just giving you a warning, even though the video playing. I'm just letting you know. Okay. Right. But just going to be a quick minute. And we'll be back right after this.
Peace.
Yeah, come on, roll sprinkle one more time. Got my CBT outside. Yeah. One more. Sucker freak girl. Emergency, call the doctor. Call the doctor. Oh, yeah. I said, emergency, girl. Oh, yeah. Say what? I said, sprint girl. time. Spin, baby. Oh, yeah. Girl, in the belly of the beast.
Mic is back on. There we go. All right. I like that song. Nice. Nice,
You like
nice,
that?
nice.
You like that?
Yeah. Got some old school flavor to it. And I know you like me. You're from the old school. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this has that type of flavor. Is this what you had in mind? And you try to mix a little bit of the old and just the flavor of the new?
Yes, exactly. I want to get everybody get the feeling, of that old school feeling and
Mm-hmm.
that new flavor. And I want
Yeah.
to touch anywhere from 16 to 60, and I put that old New Jack swing on there with that old Southern bottom, and that's kind
Yeah.
of how I set together.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you being here. I'm going to give you the last couple minutes to share anything you want to share with us, and you promise to come back?
I promise to come back anytime you want.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So let people know how they can find you, and if you got anything coming up you want to share, and then we'll get ready to bring Shot on.
Yeah, if you want to check out the songs, I mean, CVT is fire, Emergency is fire, and Hollywood is on fire. You can go to CD Baby, you can pick up Hollywood is on there, artist D'Andre Coolidge. Also, you can definitely go to just click on and you can also hit me at D'Andre Coolidge 9 at gmail.com.
Awesome. Check him out. Absolutely. Well, we're going to thank you again. We're going to play just that little bit of his song again as we exit him out. And thank you. Hugs and kisses to you. And is it Michelle? Is that how she pronounced her? Is it Michelle?
Yeah, it's Michelle. Yes.
Michelle. Okay, I love it. Yeah, I love her. Love her name. It's different. When I look at it, I'm like, I'm studying it and breaking it down. It's spelled different.
Team.
But
That's my partner. She's all that
excellent.
She be putting out there. She's excellent. She's all that.
Is she there? Because she wanted to come say hi to us. Is she there?
When they come say hi, come on in and say hi before we
say hi. Come say hi.
Come on now, don't be afraid. Come on.
Well, wait a minute, woman to woman. I understand, Michelle. If you're not camera ready, I get it.
Come on. Here she is right here. Come here.
Hey. Hi. I feel like I know you.
Nice
to see you.
It's good to see you too. Thank you for your help. Wow, it was great. So we're gonna play a little bit of tune.
That's my business partner there, business manager in business. She be like on time. She keep me straight. She keep everything 2020. She be telling me like we be saying we don't go 100, we go 110%. That's what you got to do in this.
There you go. Full force. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, man. You are all that and then some. And we're welcome to have you back, or you're welcome to come back anytime you want. And it's just been a pleasure having you on the show. So thank you. And I look forward to again. And wait a minute, we got them. Let's see. There you go. I know we had some claps for you. What you guys say about him, huh?
Oh, that's right. I love it.
All right. He's coming back. Calm down.
I'll be back. I'm coming back.
All right. Thank you so much. We're going to play your song as you exit out of here. I'll help you get out. Don't worry. I got you holding you.
Yeah, come on, Rose. One more time. Got my CBT outside. Yeah. One more. Sucker free girls. Emergency, call the doctor. Call the doctor. Oh, yeah. Call the doctor. Emergency, girl. Oh, yeah. Say what? I said, spring girl. Oh, yeah. Spring, baby. Come on, one more time. Spring, baby. Oh, yeah. Girl, in the belly of the beast.
Hey, that's it.
All right, guys. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. You can just exit out. You'll pop. All right. Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to bring Sean coming up right after this very quick commercial break, and then we got Sean Douglas. So hold on, and it's time for a break for our sponsor's sake. And I am my sponsor because we're talking about Raven's signature fedora hat wraps. Yes, coming to a store near you soon. Go ahead. So that's Raven signature hat wraps, and they're easy. They come on, they go off. You can change them, exchange them out, however you want to do it. It's so easy breezy. Yes, I'm so, I just love them. Yeah, coming to a store near you. Home Shopping Network. Yeah, Shark Tank. We're coming. Patent Raven signature fedora hat wraps. Okay, drum roll, please. The man is here. He is. And I'm so excited to bring him on. Let me just show you who I am talking about. His name is Sean Douglas. I want to tell you a little bit about him, and then I'm going to bring him on. And so Sean, I met him, I believe, at Lisa Sasevich, and we got to meet each other and, really have a lot of respect for each other. And he's known as the resilient implementer. He's an international radio host, and he's a U.S. Air Force veteran, an author, and a speaker. And guess what? He has done over 10,000 speaking and training times. And I got to say, wow. Did I say wow? Yes, I did. Wow, wow, wow. And Sean Douglas is his name, and he inspires and motivates people to live your brand so you can grow personally and professionally. And millennials to 50-year-old professionals hire Sean to teach them mental, physical, and social, emotional, spiritual, resilient skills. Yeah, you need that in this world. That empowers them to withstand, recover, and grow through adversity, through stress, and life-changing demands, challenges, all that stuff in a highly interactive and engaging environment, utilizing online coaching sessions and face-to-face workshops. Sean and I are going to be talking about, creating a blueprint to your success. So let me see, Sean, I want to invite you to come on in, man. We're excited to have you here. Okay. Sean, I don't see you on camera, so unmute your camera.
Here we go.
And let's make, there you go. How you doing?
What's happening?
Oh, welcome to the Tonight Show.
I am super excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh my goodness. Do you hear that radio voice? International radio host right here on the Talk Show Maven Tonight Show. Yeah. So I love what you do. I've always had a lot of respect for you. Did we first meet at Lisa's?
Briefly, and then met again over at New Media Summit.
New Media Summit, yeah. Okay, great. And which was great. Shout out to Steve Osher. It was great. I got to MC. That was fun. I got to get my dance on. Yeah. Well, not like that. A little bit better than that. So, Sean, you do so much. And I love the fact that you help people with being resilient and getting through the tough times, getting through the things that sometimes we want to give up, but you give them that stick-to-itiveness and you give them the tools so they can keep on keeping on, so they can what did I'm trying to think of his name. Oh my God, I interviewed him that says a setback is a setup for a comeback. I cannot think of his name. But anyway, and so that's what you kind of do. You're just kind of showing them, okay, so this has happened to you. Willie Jolly, that's what it is, Willie Jolly. But hey, you can change the direction. And so you give them that mental toughness tool that they need. What got you into that? Because not everybody chooses that route of consulting.
Yeah, so I'm actually a suicide survivor. That's what got me into it.
A suicide survivor.
I wasn't doing well in life. I was sucking at life. And I needed another way. And so I learned coping skills to elevate each area of my life. And I've been doing it professionally since 2013, 2014.
Wow. You know, they always say we're our best when it comes to having a business, speaking and consulting or any of that, when we push through our problems and challenges, and then we take our good, bad, and darn right ugly of our journey and we pay it forward. And so pretty much that's what you did. You're trying to help other people from being in that dark point and being ready to commit suicide or even thinking about that. And I noticed kids is definitely one that when I talked about your bio that you work with. So that must really mean a lot to you. What are some of the things that you had to do to move from that point to where you are now?
I had to get out of my own way. I have like that drunken monkey that kind of happens in your head. So I was diagnosed with ADOS, which is attention deficit squirrel.
I got that a little bit. Yeah,
I get that sometimes.
Yeah,
well, see, what happens is I want all the stuff. Like I got bright, shiny object syndrome, and I want to do all this cool stuff. And I have to drill down and focus. Otherwise, I just feel overwhelmed, and then I don't get anything accomplished.
You just kind of sit there, yeah.
I just felt like my life didn't have any value. It didn't have any meaning. I was just going through the motions. And I hated that feeling.
Yeah. Going through the motions. I feel like that a lot. And I bet a lot of people do, especially now, because where we're at now, it's easy for us to feel overwhelmed, feel weighed down, feel confused, feel uncertain because the world is at such I don't know, it's just a mess right now, and one thing is happening after another, some natural disasters and then the stuff in the political world and then the things in our own life. And then we pick up a whole new family through social media, right? Not, we have our own problems with our own family, but now we got Facebook friends and family and people we love. And so the more that we incorporate in our life, the more extra weight we put on. So how do we get past that? Because this is what I'm running into with people and clients. They're like, oh my God, another shooting, another disaster, another, someone in my family got, one of my Facebook friends got, and it just seems to be too much. So what do we do? What are some suggestions you can throw out?
So the number one rule that I have to accomplish success is develop an attitude of gratitude. Absolutely have to develop an attitude of gratitude. If you can hunt the good stuff in every single situation, it will create a buffer for challenges.
I got it. And so what are some of the ways we can do that? Stay in gratitude.
So what you can do is, definitely. So what you can do is, like I said, hunt the good stuff. Count 3 blessings a day, whether it be morning, noon, and night, whether it be all at the end of the day. But count blessings every single day, even when there's nothing to count. Like you're going through cancer and you're dying, right? Count the blessings. Like I'm thankful that doctors are here. I'm thankful for the chemo. I'm thankful for surrounded by family. I'm thankful like there's something thankful for. I don't care where you are in life. I bounced off the rock at the bottom twice. I hit rock bottom so hard, I bounced off the rock and hit rock bottom twice at the same time. I've been through the depths of hell that I've created. And in 2008, I put a gun in my mouth. It was nothing that I could be thankful for. It was losing my military career. My house burned down. My wife and kids left because I was a functioning alcoholic. What do? I've got nothing. I've got no friends. I've got nobody that's looking out for me. I've got nothing. So suicide was the next best thing. But I've learned that you can hunt the good stuff in every single situation. Yes, my life sucks, but I'm breathing right now. If I'm breathing, have a purpose.
Oh, love that. You know, we miss the little stuff in our gratitude. You know, there's something that I do not as often as I used to do, but I'm finding that I really need to go back to that, because when I was doing it, positive things were always happening. And what it was is I would wake up first thing in the morning and I would like, thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning. Thank you for my mouth to talk, my legs to walk, my feet to plant firmly on the ground, my ears to be a better listener, you know, and to hear each and every sound. And I would say this little ritual every day because it's the small things that we miss being grateful for. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. There's two passages that I live my life by. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you." And 1 John says, "For he is greater in you than he who is in the world."
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So let's move it to a happier time. And thank you for sharing that with us.
Sure.
And I want you to talk about what you do now. I mean, you're a speaker, you're a trainer. Yep. You're still being a consultant. What do you like best about what you do? And then we're going to talk about that new baby and your family and stuff. But in business, what do you like best about what you get to do?
Oh, man, when I'm on stage, it's just like, it's amazing. It's just, oh, I love it. Because you can, okay, so I'm on stage because people know that I am the authority. I don't have to, and the one thing that gets me mad about speakers, like, if you're a speaker and you're listening, please listen. I always give somebody a bio to read ahead of time so I don't have to laundry list all of my credentials.
Yeah.
I don't, it's so annoying to go and hear this bio, whatever, like this person, and then he gets on stage and literally repeats everything. Well, I've been doing this. It's not about you. It's about the audience and what you can do for the audience. So if I'm listening to a speaker, I want to know, what are you going to do for me? What kind of problem are you going to solve? What are you going to, like, I'm not here to see you per se, but what you have to say mostly. So I love the effect that I can have on people, which I believe is the greatest currency in the world, is the positive effect that you can have on people. And so what I love most is I can have people raise their hands and I can interact with them and engage with them. It's an amazing feeling when you can see people go, yeah, aha. And I can do that. As an audience member, I can do that. Yeah, I can be successful, and it's like Tony Robbins events. It gets people fired up. You know, I love that ability that I have to get people fired up and get them motivated and get them inspired. To take massive action, by the way.
Yeah, massive action. Let's talk about that, because we do need to take massive action. And there's a picture of you on stage. Right there. I love it.
That's in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Right there. That's where?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah, so let's talk about taking action, because so many people want things to happen for them, just like D'Andre Coolidge and I were talking about, but they're not really willing to do the thing, as I call it, to have the power, willing to do what others want. There's Jerry Rice, have you ever heard this quote? Says, "I will do today what others won't, so I can live my life tomorrow like others can't." And not everybody's willing to do. We're willing to dream. We're willing to think big. Oh, but that's going to take some work. That's going to take me staying up all night and rehearsing or something like that. So let's talk about that, because we want to move people. We got about, we're going to be over about 10 minutes today. So, but I want to just take some of your talent, some of your gift, and pass it on to our listeners. We get a lot of people watching the replay. And so and watching live now, and also we're airing it on Amazing Women of Power. So speak to them directly, Sean, on what it means to really take massive action, because that's the key word, massive. It's no fun getting rich or making money slow. You want to take massive action and get there faster rather than slower, and sooner rather than later. So take it away, Sean. The stage is yours.
Absolutely. So the one thing that really gets me mad is people talk about SMART goals. And, they're specific and measurable. Great. But then they start being realistic. Like, are you literally telling people to have a realistic goal? If walking on the moon to somebody is realistic, how are you qualified to tell them that it's not realistic? Like, oh, no, you can't do that. If I told you that next week I'm going to be a millionaire, some people who are broke might go, oh, yeah, right. My level of thinking is beyond what other people's thinking is. My goals make people laugh, and I love it. If your goals don't throat punch people, if your goals don't make other people laugh, they are not high enough. Make people laugh at your goals. So take massive action. Here's how you do it. Gold's Gym loves January 1st to January 5th because everybody says, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to go to the gym, whatever. Dunkin' Donuts loves January 6th to January 9th. Because everybody quits. And goes right back to what they were doing. So what you need to do, and the problem with that is that you make a beer napkin goal. But there's nothing sustainable. There's nothing meat, like no meat and potatoes about that. Time and money are two things that people will willingly never give up. If anybody here listening wants to give me $50, I'll give you my email address. You can send me $50. That'd be great. Awesome. But nobody's going to do that. Nobody willingly gives up time and money just for nothing. If you want to see what people value, look at your bank account for the past 30 days. Look at your calendar. If you can look at the past 30 days and see what you spent money on, and you tell me that I value family, but you're not spending money on your family, you're wrong. If you're not scheduling family time, you're wrong. Time and money are two things that people willingly never give up. So if you want to see what somebody values, look at the bank account and look at the calendar for the past 30 days. The reason people fail at what they want to do. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because people fail at what they want to do because there's no value. They don't set a value. Mm-hmm. I talk to people all the time. What are your top 5 core values? They get to like 3 and they're like, air. Like, that's it. So you have to write down your top 5 core values and then wrap a goal around the value. Because values are where you want to be in life, and goals are accomplishments along the way.
Absolutely, Sean. Boy,
if I want to speak on stage, right? Let's take for example. If I want to speak on stage, here's my course. Okay, I want to speak on stage. I want to get paid as a speaker. How do I do that? So I want to speak on stages. So my value would be like love and relationships and impact and all that, right? Well, how do I do that? I impact people by speaking on stage. How do I speak on stage? Mm-hmm. I have to apply to events. How do I apply to events? How many events do I apply to? So here's what I've done. I said, okay, let's break it down. I can apply to 2 events a day, Monday through Friday. 10 events a week. All right. Times 4. Yeah. 40 events a month.
40. There you go.
Times 12. 480 events I literally apply to every single year. 480 events. I might speak at 100 of them just because it's numbers game. I might speak at 100 of them. But if I'm only, like literally in a month, I'm only applying to 10 events, I'm significantly lowering my numbers. So if you have this huge goal, like I want to make X amount of dollars, I want to make $200,000, break it down into a month. What do you need to make a month? Break it down into what do you need to make a week. Break it down into what you need to make a day. And then achieve your daily goals every day.
And so having those goals set and knowing exactly where you want to go is basically what you're talking about, having a plan. So you're right. If you want to speak, number one, you got to let people know you want to speak, just like I told you
Right.
the other day, remember? And thank you very much. So you got to let people know where you're going to go, and then so that you can open up the opportunity. But then, like you said, you have to map out your success blueprint, which is what you help people do, right? Is
Exactly.
help them map their blueprint to success. And one of the things you talk about is knowing what your why is, right? That's part of it. Why do you want to achieve it? Speaking of why, if your why is not strong enough, you won't do the necessary things to do. So talk about how important knowing your why is and how that ties into your blueprint to success.
Oh, your why is number one. Your why is your values. So here's the thing. Simon Sinek has an amazing book called Start With Why. Everybody in the world should read this book. Start With Why. Simon Sinek. Start With Why. And watch his TED Talk. He has a TED Talk about your why. And he says that people don't buy into what you do, they buy why you do something. My why is that I'm a suicide survivor. My life held no value. I felt like I was just wading through the world. I was just going through the motions. And it was a horrible feeling. I don't want to feel that way. So how do I become a person of value? I learned to speak because I became a drill instructor for Air Force Basic Training. I loved it. I fell in love with speaking and training and coaching. I unlocked a passion I never knew I had. And so I use my why, which is I want to be a person of value. At the end of my life, I want someone to say, because of you, I did not give up. Because of you, I inspired people to change. And I always tell people, I inspire the uninspired. When somebody's like, well, I don't know. Like, I inspire the uninspired. I have a mind for.
That's cool.
I have a mind for, like, if you have a problem, like, I'm a problem solver. Like, I'm in the military. Like, we are problem solvers, and we will die trying to solve problems. And so I love talking to people and, like, do this. If not, let's figure it out together. Let's do this. Because I've had people email me and go, man, because of you, like, oh my gosh, like, my life is changed. That is an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling.
Yes, absolutely.
So what I help people do is I help them a 3-step process. I help them develop an attitude of gratitude. That's step 1. Develop an attitude of gratitude.
Attitude of gratitude.
Step 2. Define your values. Your values is your why. Define your values, your top 5 core values. Mine are God, honesty, loyalty, relationships, and love. Those are my top 5 core values. They're not negotiable. And then after I define my core values and I wrap my goal around that value to see how I can further live out those values. That's what I call living your brand. Living your brand is simply finding opportunities every day to live out the values that you already hold in your heart. That's living your brand. My brand is honesty and loyalty. My arm right here, if you can see my arm right here, that's Latin for loyalty. It's tattooed on my arm. This one right here is honesty. I have honesty and loyalty values. They're not negotiable. I find ways to live those values out every day. I'm living my brand.
I love that.
The third way that I do that is I help people build the personal board of directors. If every major CEO and every major company has a board of directors that directs the company, they talk about last quarter growth, this quarter growth, last quarter sales, this quarter sales. Why are we not building a board of directors for our life? We all have 5 areas in common. All have 5 areas in common. We have wealth and finances, health, personal relationships, personal development, professional development, your career, and spirituality. Spirituality is either you're religious or you're not religious. Spiritual resilience is defined as the strengthening of a set of beliefs, principles, and values that you already have. So put 2 to 3 people in each area of those 5 areas. Put 2 to 3 people in each area that will elevate you in that area. My pastor elevates me in the spiritual. My wife and I elevate each other inside of the personal. My health coach, my business coach, my financial coach, my whoever. Like I would never take advice from my mom, who's been divorced 3 times. I would never take relationship advice from my mom. So why are you taking millionaire advice from people who are not millionaires? Find someone who is doing what you want to do, making the money you want to make, living the life that you want to live. That is your mentor. Put them on your board of directors.
Preach, Sean, preach. Wow. That is awesome. Hey, guys, you're listening to Sean Douglas, and isn't he amazing? He's really, really amazing. He's so heart-centered, and he's gone through the stuff. You heard his story, and if you haven't, you can go back and watch the replay. This is the Talk Show Maven Tonight show. We earlier had D'Andre Coolidge, stuntman, Hollywood actor, and musician, singer, all that. He was a blessing, so be sure to go back and listen to him. And now we have Sean. Sean and I have kind of connected through seeing each other at different events, having respect for each other, and I just love his heart. And I didn't even know anything about your story. I just knew you needed to be here. We're going to come back and talk to Sean about his new baby. And I guess, is this your, for some reason, this picture came up sideways. So everybody lean to the side because I don't know how to get it back there. Sorry about that, Sean. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You are tuned in to the Talk Show Maven Tonight show. There's Sean in action, and we're going to come back with more from this man right here, right after this commercial break. We'll be back in just 1 second. So you got time to go get you something to drink with, and we will be back right after this.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, encouraging you to listen to Raven, the talk show Maven. She will bring out your greatness. She will motivate you and inspire you to live your dreams rather than your fears. If you would like to learn how to do talk shows or interviews, make sure you call on Raven, the talk show Maven. Why? Because she knows it. She can teach you the ropes. She can bring out your personality. She will teach you the things that you need to know that will accelerate your success. Make sure you call on her, Raven, the talk show Maven, if you want to learn how to do a talk show or interview people and all the things you need to do to become successful. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, come on, Ro.
All right, guys, welcome back. We are back. Let me just get back on the screen here. There we go. So we are back with Sean, and this is the Talk Show Maven Tonight show. And we're going over a little bit over today, but we're so glad that you guys had an opportunity to join us tonight, and we'll be back again next week with another great show. This is when we kind of sit back and relax. Sean, I don't know if you drink or not. I usually have my little drink on, but I'm just drinking Subway today because I didn't have time to go to liquor store. I'm just going to keep it real. But I want to talk about this new baby. Tell us about these beautiful, let me see, you have a son or a daughter? The little one is, the baby is.
So I got a 14-year-old son, a 10-year-old daughter. That's Mackenzie. She's 3. And then the baby Emerson Can I tell you a joke?
Yeah.
So check it out. My 14-year-old son's name is Gavin. 10-year-old's Anastasia, G-A. Mackenzie, M. Baby Emerson, E, G-A-M-E.
Game.
So whenever we have babysitters come over, like, come over and play the game, baby. Come over and play the game, because my kids are
play
crazy.
the game, yeah. Okay, so we're going to show this picture again, so everybody lean to the right. I don't know.
That was a trip that we took to my hometown in Michigan.
Is that your wife?
That is my wife. She is smoking hot.
Oh, she is beautiful. My gosh, she's gorgeous. You guys are a nice couple.
Hot.
Yes, she is. I mean, boy, he's like smoking hot. Let me hurry up with this interview.
Oh, no, we can't do nothing because she just had a baby, so, you know.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you got to wait a little while. That's okay.
4 more weeks.
Hey,
4 more weeks. I'm counting down. 4 more weeks.
What's her name? What's your wife's name?
Her name, Candy. C-A-N-D-I.
Candy. Okay, hi, Candy. Hello. I'm Raven, the talk show Maven. Hello, kitties. Yeah. Well, Sean, you know, it's really been great. You've given us so much value tonight. I appreciate you so much. I got to come see you, man. I mean, just what you've given me here makes me want to come and definitely see you on stage, because you put a lot of passion into behind your words. And I always say, you know, because right now we also airing on Amazing Women of Power and Men of Power. And I always say that, you know, people need to be able to feel your spirit, because sometimes they can't see you. They may not be looking at the video,
right.
Or they may have the video on and be multi-purpose and, you know, multitasking. But when they can feel your words and they can feel the meaning, not just the words, but the meaning behind the words, that's what it really is about, not just saying on the surface stuff. And so thank you for not just sharing on the surface stuff. You shared your story, you shared, you know, what you had to do to get out of it, and, you know, how passionate you are in helping others. So what's next for you, Sean?
So I, you know, leaving New Media Summit, you know, I was just so energized, and I met so many amazing people.
Yay, Steve!
And so next year, I'm rolling out January 1st. I'm rolling out my Success Core Blueprint. It's going to be an online course based on some of the things that we talked about tonight. And then I'm going to start my second podcast show called the Success Core Blueprint Podcast. And we're going to talk about how to have success in real estate and finances, relationships, like the areas of life, specific areas of life. And we're not going to, what makes me mad sometimes is I listen to podcasts a lot, and it's just like you're skimming the surface, like you were saying. Like, I want to go deep. Like, if you tell me that I have to find, like if I have to, in real estate, let's say in real estate, I have to go do X amount of dollars in real estate. I got to do this, you know, whatever. And you just overview it. Like, I'm getting upset. I want to know, like, how do I get the house? Do I talk to Joe? Where's Betty?
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah.
Who am I talking to? What's their name? Like, what do I got to do? Like, give me nuts and bolts. Like, step 1, step 2, steps. I want steps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to know that I have something tangible that I can take away. And so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to interview highly successful people, and we're actually going to define what success is every single show.
Break it down.
We will define what success is. Is it I achieved a goal, therefore I'm successful? Am I $1 million, therefore I'm successful? Like, because everybody's definition is different. And
oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm going to work on my, because I wrote a book called Decisions, The Power to Overcome Self-Defeating Behaviors. Everybody has self-defeating behaviors that they have to work through. The book's available on Amazon. You can go pick it up. It's a great book. Hundreds and hundreds of copies sold. I'm going to work on a second book about success core, like in your core. So what does it mean to be relationship successful, self-esteem, confidence, you know, business, wealth, like those areas of our life? What does it mean to have success in each of those areas? Yep. I want to break it down.
Absolutely.
I like to dumb things down to the point where we're like, yeah, we get it, got it, we get it. Like, I want them to leave. I want to leave zero suspense for people. Like, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep. Absolutely. Love, love, love it. Well, I can't wait to hear the show, and I can't wait to be one of your guests to share
Oh,
my
I
success
can't wait to have you on the show. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And this is just the beginning, because we do other shows, and I definitely want you to come on the Career from the Kitchen Table, which is one of our 2-time award-winning shows, to break
Awesome.
out exactly what it takes to start and, keep a consistent business going, one that's going to be sustainable and profitable. That's how I
Yeah.
am with my talk shows and with teaching people how to have a talk show, podcast, live stream and interviews. Is I try to take them from the hobby of it, the fun of it, the joy of it, to the business of it. So I talk about going from being a talk show host to a talk showpreneur, from an interviewer to an interviewpreneur, because guess what, man? It's all about the cha-ching, cha-ching. The ching, cha-ching, cha-ching, ching, ching. Snapchat.
There you go.
Yes, that's what it's about.
I've built 3 businesses in the past 15 years while serving on active duty military orders. So 50 hours a week is dedicated to working in the military. I am active duty military. I wake up every morning, I put a uniform on, I go to work, I come home, and then I build my business. Like, I've had side hustles my entire life. I was in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade shoveling snow, raking leaves, mowing grass. Like, I was doing it. Like, I was out there earning and hustling every step of the way. Working 2 jobs, sometimes 3 jobs. But I mean, I built 3 successful businesses while I'm active duty military. I mean, if you tell me that, well, I don't have time, and you can't tell me you don't have time. No, that's not an excuse for me. I don't day trade excuses. I get results.
Get results. I absolutely love that. Sean, where can people find you? And I'm going to ask you, like I did D'Andre, will you come back? Well, we're going to have you on a different show, though. So,
Well, I would love to come back anytime you'll have me. And I'm going to have you on my show, Life Transformation Radio, because I'd love to hear your story. I think you have a powerful testimony, a powerful story, and I think people need to hear it. So my show is called Life Transformation Radio. That's my online live radio show every Wednesday. You can listen to it. I'm all over Facebook, facebook.com/Success Core, CORPS. And then Facebook.com/Sean, SEAN, Sean Douglas Speaks. You can go to www.thesuccesscore, CORPS, thesuccesscore.com. I'm not hard to find, and I'm all over LinkedIn.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, he's the man with the plan, with the success blueprint. The plan is get his success blueprint. Yeah, it's our blueprint to success. What is it? Blueprint success? Success blueprint?
The blueprint to success.
There you go. There you go. And we just love your heart. We love your spirit. Congratulations on pushing past your pain, my friend, to get to your power so you can live your life on purpose with a definite purpose, which is exactly what you have done. Congratulations on that. Because of what you've done, Sean, you've given a lot of other people hope hearing your story, because those sayings say facts tell, stories sell, and I totally believe that. And so they're standing, they're yelling, they're saying, "Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!"
You never know what someone's battling with until they hear a testimony. I firmly believe that.
Absolutely.
You never know what someone's battling with. You never know what someone's struggling with until they hear someone else's story.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you, my friend, for being on. Give everybody a way that they can connect with you, because people will be coming back. And I want to, first of all, thank you guys. Thank the listeners for tuning in live. We always have more replay listeners. So either way, we thank you. Thank you for listening on Amazing Women of Power. Thank you for listening here. And we'll just keep syndicating this out. So go back, listen to both our guests. I want to give a shout out to D'Andre, of course, for being here, and to actor, stuntman, singer, musician. Make sure you check him out. Thank you, D'Andre, and thank you, Michelle, for all the assistance in helping me get him here. It was great meeting you on the red carpet, D'Andre, and love your music. I love that you're mixing the little old school with the new school. Love it, love it, love it. Follow him, check him out, support him. He's doing great things for the kids. And gotta thank my friend Sean for being here. His beautiful family. Everybody lean to the left again. Or is it to the right? Here we go.
Lean to the right.
There you
Lean to
go.
the
Bam.
Smoking
Candy and Sean and the whole family. His smoking hot wife, Candy, and she is. There's Sean in action. Check him out. Check him out. Sean, let everybody know how they can find you, my friend.
Yeah, look me up on Facebook, facebook.com/Sean, SEAN, Sean Douglas Speaks, facebook.com/The Success Core, CORPS. I am all over Facebook in different groups, LinkedIn. You can go to my website, www.thesuccesscore.com. Look me up. I'd love to chat with anybody. I'm not hard to find. Reach out.
Absolutely. He's amazing. Go ahead and book him now. You gave some really gold nuggets about your setting your goals and figuring out what you want, and start small. What I loved about it is you said you're going to reach out to 2 a day. And a lot of times, Sean, I'm sure you would agree, we always start things thinking we got to do something humongous. Yeah, it doesn't have to be big to be great, and it's the small steps that we take, and like you said, they add up. They really do. So give me your website one more time and the name of your book one more time, the one that's out now.
The name of my book is called Decisions: The Power to Overcome Self-Defeating Behaviors. And my website is www.thesuccesscore, CORPS, thesuccesscore.com.
I love it, love it. Thesuccesscore.com.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
CORPS.
Okay, good deal. All right. What time does your show come on? We want to leave out by telling them that as well.
Yeah, so my show is live every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and on the first and third Fridays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. And the show is like, I'm telling you, it's an amazing show. Not because it's my show, but the guests that I have on there were raw and authentic and vulnerable, and we strip away all the facade and crap that we carry around, and we I had a girl who's an Army veteran just the other day, and she's the only one in the world to ever 3D print a prosthetic leg for a three-legged cat.
Wow.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Like, that's the
I know that kind of stuff just amazes you. I know. I love shows like that. The first show I started that was created at the hospital called Women Power. Those are the type of things we brought, to the table. Those unusual stuff. Yes. We had a chance to interview Denise Brown, the late Nicole Brown's sister, and Montel Williams and stuff like that. And Montel broke down and cried and shared a near-death experience and stuff like that. So I love those type of shows, and
that's what people want to hear.
That's what they want to hear. That's what they want to hear. So I like to mix it up. I mean, I do that and I do this. This is my fun show. I created this show for me. I don't care if nobody listens. This is for me. I've always wanted to have a Tonight Show, and here I am, baby. Yeah.
There you go, taking massive action.
There you go. And I just, I love to have people on like you that have fun. I always tell people, bring your personality with you. Have fun. So thank you for having fun with me.
Why try to hide your brilliance? Why? Everybody is a genius. Everybody. Albert Einstein's most quoted quote that says, if you compare a fish to climbing a tree, he's always going to think he's stupid. Everybody has a genius inside of them. You just got to bring it out.
You got to bring it out, and we are bringing it out. So there he is, Sean. You see him on the screen. I highlight the guests here. You don't see a lot of me. I try to highlight you guys because you're our stars. That's why we build you up and give you a billboard and stuff, because you are the star you are. So Back to
Thank
you,
so much for
Sean
having it.
Douglas.
It means a lot. It means a lot you having me on the show.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, man. I'm going to go ahead and let you out just in case you don't know how to exit out. I'll let you out. There goes D'Andre Coolidge again. So again, a shout out to him. Shout out to Sean, both of our guests, and shout out to you for being here and joining us again for the Talk Show Maven Tonight show, guys. And we're going to wrap it up. We stayed a little bit over, but it's my show and I can do what I want. And when I have a guest on like Sean, I ain't going to let him go until we hear the awesomeness and let him be him. You know, it's all about being free to be us, free to be you, free to be me. And like Sean and D'Andre and I all agree, you know, get off the sidelines. Yeah. Stop sitting on the bench. Throw yourself into the game of life and business and do what it takes. Do what it takes. I love that Jerry Rice says, I will do today what others won't so I can live the life tomorrow or my life tomorrow like others can't. So what are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? Get out there and do it. Can't nobody tell you you can't. Listen, if it's meant to be, it's up to you, me, us to make it happen. That's my story, as Les Brown said, and I'm sticking to it. This is Raven, the Talk Show Maven. We're going to take you out of here. Thank you for being here. We so appreciate you, and we'll see you next.
Be sure to join us next week for the Talk Show Maven Tonight show for more interviews, celebrity news, and business reviews, along with a whole lot of fun and surprises. Live each and every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific. If you would like Raven to help you create a powerful and profitable show around your passion or heartfelt message, simply give her a call at 800-431-0842. That's 800-431-0842. You can catch all of Raven's popular shows by going to facebook.com/TalkShowMavenLiveTV. See you next week.
Are you tired of leading prospects to the close only to hear them say, it's too expensive, or I need to talk to my partner? Want to know how to confidently close more sales for your business without being pushy? Anna Scheller, host of Sales Mastery on the amazing Women of Power radio station and author of the book Black Belt Selling, can show you how. She's helped hundreds of entrepreneurs understand their sales system and make more money. Black Belt Selling is a tailored coaching system to equip you with the mindset, process, and know-how to generate more leads, set more appointments, and close more sales with confidence. To find out more, book a free 30-minute consult by going to her website, www.annascheller.com, and click the Book a Free Consultation in the corner. Just go to annascheller.com and book your free consult today.